Hello everyone, we're back with SubaHibi. Last time we finished It's My Own Invention, and now we're starting looking through the looking glass. Through the looking glass insects? Yeah, looking glass insects, okay. 3 chapters left after this. Well, I guess Jabberwocky 1 and 2 are separate things. Unlike Rabbit Hole 1, which we can't go back to. I'm assuming we can after we beat the game, but... Lewis Carroll, through the looking glass and what Alice found there. Do the insects have a reference to Alice, or...? I'll let Sakura read this out. I haven't heard her voice in forever. Except for when she was at the desk. Is that from the sequel of Alice, or is this from just the first one? Hold on. Yeah, sequel Through the Looking Glass. Okay.
あそこに鏡越しに見える部屋があるでしょ。あれはうちの書斎とまるっきり同じだけど、でも何でも逆になっているの。そうは言っても暖炉の向こうは見ることができないのだけど、でもあっちの向こう側も見られたらいいのに。
I have no idea what the context of this is from the books, by the way.
向こうにも冬には火が入ってるのか。私はすっごく知りたい。だって絶対にわからないのですもの。ただしこっちの火が煙を立てたら向こうの部屋でも煙が上がるけれども、でもそれってふりをしてるだけかもしれないわ。それは火があるように見せかけてるだけで、本はこっちの本と似てるけど、でも言葉が逆向きになってるの。それは知ってるんだ。だってね、私本を一冊鏡に向けてみたら、向こうでも一冊こっちに向けるんだもの。
I have no idea what this scene's trying to say, but Yoru no Himawari is playing, so it's Kino.
鏡の世界には美しいものがあるのかしら。鏡の世界には楽しいものがあるのかしら。鏡の世界の私はまるでこの私のようにつまらない顔をしている。つまらない世界にいるこの私と同じ顔をしている。なぜアリスは鏡の世界はこことは違うと思ったのかしら。
I mean, like, I see a way you could link this to Rabbit Hole 1, but I don't think that's the case here. Like, you know, like someone observing like a different world, which Rabbit Hole 1 is, I think.
いいえね。そりゃあ鏡の世界は逆に見えたし、暖炉の煙は本当の火かどうかは気になるかもしれない。でも鏡の世界の私だってつまらない顔をしているのだから、あっちはあっちでつまらないのかもしれない。私ならそう考えてしまう。鏡の世界だってここと同じ。でもアリスには鏡の世界は素晴らしく映った。ねえ子猫ちゃん、あなたは鏡の世界のお家に住んでみたいかしら。あっちだとミルクがもらえるかしら。でも鏡の世界のミルクはあんまり美味しくないかもしれないわ。でもあれ、なんかちょうど廊下のとこまでやってきたみたい。
Is the cat the Cheshire cat, or is this a different cat?
鏡の世界のお家ではほんのちょっとだけ廊下を覗けるの。書斎のドアを思いっきり開いておくと、それでね、見える場所はこっちの廊下とそっくりなんだけど、でもその向こうは全然違う世界なのかもしれない。鏡の国のお家の方に抜けられたら楽しいのに。ね 子猫ちゃん。もう絶対に絶対すっごく綺麗なものがあると思う。
Okay, now I don't get what that monologue was about. Maybe later, once we're into looking less insects, and actually, you need to see the dog scene to fully understand Zakuro's monologue there. A Sunday afternoon, a department store roof. I happened to spot someone I knew, so we already, I already skipped to see this. The person always wore a different face. Oh, by the way, I finally went back and actually looked at the Horseyki meeting with Yuki back in Rabbit Hole 2. God, I wish I looked at it earlier. Like, the very first thing Horseyki says to Yuki is, "Which one are you?" Or, like, something like that. Which would have vindicated me so much. And also, something I forgot, Horseyki had a twin brother that died. So, is that who Kagami's doll is for? And it's not Mamiya's, which is what we're referring to them as. But actually, like, Horseyki's brother, whatever their name was. And obviously, Tsukasa's doll is Horseyki's. I forget why it's obvious, but I made that connection and now it's truth. Right, we got hot Takuji. Well, they're smoking, so it's Minakami, I guess.
君は誰?
And they don't know her name, so it's obviously Takuji. I mean, Minakami. He was smoking even though he's underage. Okay, I'm gonna do something everyone's gonna hate. You know it, I know it. Zakuro's muted. I'm Zakuro now. I don't really think Mamiya-kun is a lowlife, but what a coincidence seeing you here. Oh, I have a question. I've asked this a couple times before, but I'm always interested to hear people's opinions on it. How do you guys feel about like people who do the voices? Like, I could go, what a coincidence seeing you here, or just example. I've always thought that is a little cringe, so I just kind of like I softly do the voices. Like I'll go a little softer for the girls. Maybe get exaggerated for like a tuning guy like Takuji or Tomasane or something. A disinterested response came back to me. Also, it's really tiring to do that, like, over the course of multiple hours. What's this? You might be harder to get along with than I thought. But it's strange. I'm terribly shy, and I hate lowlifes. Someone smoking here at a time like this might be the kind of person who would hurt me, but, where's the frilly dress? This isn't... But for some reason, I talked to him. Mamiya-kun, are you a lowlife?
違うと思う。
But you're smoking.
そうだね。ついでに学校の成績も悪いし、授業もよくサボってる。
So, a lowlife?
不良ならいじめられてなんかいないし、みんなから肝がられたりしてないんじゃない？
But is this just Mamiya? Have they not turned into 3 yet? Because Minakami, I don't think he ever got bullied. Disgusting? He thinks he's disgusting. But Mamiya-kun that's also not a Minakami thing to say, really. I think you have a really pretty face.
だからキモいんじゃない？細くて、小さくて、白くて、バカで。あといろいろ。
Well, Horseyki knew about the Minakami, so it can't be a recent thing. It has to be at least a little old. So you're disgusting? Wonder if you could really say he's being bullied. I heard he used to be, but now most people are afraid of him. Even if there are, or I guess it could be Tomasane, but I don't think Tomasane ever got bullied. Even if there are people who avoid him because they're scared of him, I don't think anyone would bully him. We also don't have a date for this scene yet. And, unlike me, he carries a few things with him. For instance, you carry a knife, don't you? Isn't that because you're a lowlife? No, Kimika gave it to me.
オタクだから。
Huh?
オタクだからサバイバルナイフを持ってるんだよ。
Really? But is it actually Kimika's knife that he still has through the... because... I mean, Tomasane had a knife that he, got stabbed with, but...
そうだよ。
今時オタクじゃなきゃナイフなんて持ってないよ。
Is this gonna have a connection with Hibika? I wonder if that's true.
ナイフ持ってる不良なんかいないよ。バタフライナイフを忍ばせるなんてだいぶ前の不良だよ。今はオタクしか持たない。キモくてブツブツ独り言言うやつしかナイフなんて持たない。だからさ、街を歩くと黒いリュックを持った霜降りジーンズのネルシャツだけが警察に持ち物検査されるんだよ。
Those dang flannel shirts.
僕みたいに極端に痩せたメガネ。
Glasses? But you don't wear glasses.
いじめでよく殴られたからベコベコになっちゃったからつけてない。
Why did he? I want to go to the CG gallery to that one of when Takuji confessed to that girl to see if he had glasses on then. Then how can he see?
見えないよ。よく見えないから僕は人の顔を覚えないし黒板も見えない。だから成績だって悪い。
Is that why? Isn't that a problem?
見えない方がいい人間だっているよ。別に僕は目が良くなんかなりたくない。
I felt that I could understand it. The reason why I called out to him, the boy who carries a knife because he's an otaku, who doesn't get his glasses fixed because he doesn't want to see, I know him. No, I know his world. It's just like the world of mirrors. Your world is mine. Best Miku song? It reflects beautifully. That world reflects me. My boring face. The me reflected in the world of mirrors is also boring. Mamiya-kun laughed, bored.
死ぬまでなるべく少ない風景を見た方が楽じゃない？だってさ、生きてて目に見えるものなんか僕にとっては大半が不愉快なもんだもんね。ほら、あのカップルなんか微妙に美人じゃね？でも男もイケメンだし、ああいうのを見るとなんかさ、みんな最も痛い死に方すればいいとか思うよね。なんかあの顔とか硫酸で溶けちゃったりさ。
Still Takuji.
もうドロドロのビチャビチャで痛い痛いってさ。
I wonder. Right now, I can't really think like that. I kind of wouldn't mind if the two could live on happily and be happy forever. That's what I thought when I talked to Mamiya-kun. That the world could be happy. That you could be happy. That's what I wanted to pray for. Is every chapter gonna start on a rooftop? July 2nd, looking glasses. Okay, we're back. What are those CGs? I absentmindedly looked out the window. Please, please, I'm praying to you, Scotty. No vibrator soon. Please. That's... Someone was walking across the schoolyard. Is it hot? Why is he out there? That's... Mamiya-kun. He was carefully walking across the edge of the courtyard, where there's a shadow from the fence. He looked like he was trying to step on his shadow. The narrative was calling him Mamiya back then. So, I forget at what point he became Takuji. Was it when Tomosane first showed up and like he burnt the manga, or was it after that? Actually, do I have that written down? Well, Mamiya met Tsukasa apparently, because I have not Takuji Yurla in caps. I don't know. He walked to the left side of the schoolyard. Is he going behind the school? Actually, that's where the old pool is. Looked like he was carrying a bunch of books. Where's he going? Doesn't he have class? I looked at the clock. It's been 10 minutes since class started. Maybe he's skipping class? Apparently he skips class a lot. No, I'm in a different class, so I don't really know how often he skips. My grades are terrible and I skip class all the time. That's what he said. He said it himself. He said his grades are bad, I wonder how bad. Well, we're skipping class all the time. It can't be all that great. While I was thinking about that, he came back again. Guess that took about 10 minutes? He appeared again from the same place he had gone off, walking quickly through the shadows. He walked across the yard in less than 2 minutes and disappeared off in the other direction. What's he doing? Kept looking out the window. The world on the other side of the glass looked very hot. A few minutes later, oh yeah! He appeared again carrying several books through the shadows. Why does he have to walk into the shadows? He'd stand out if he walked across the middle of the schoolyard, but either way, it's not like people are going to see him. Why is he walking in the shadows? As I was thinking about that, he disappeared behind the school again. What was he going the other direction for? The front gate is on the opposite side of the school from the back courtyard. So he's going back and forth between the main gate and the back courtyard? Now that I think of it. There's a bicycle rack outside the front gate. The time between him disappearing and showing up again was too long for him to just be going to the front gate. Which would make the bicycle rack his most likely destination. Which means... maybe he's carrying something from the bicycle rack? Detective Zakuro at it again. Maybe he brought some books from his house with his bicycle. Now he's carrying them somewhere? Where's he bringing them to? I don't think there's any place to put books over in that direction. The old pool is still there, behind the school. An indoor pool was installed this spring, so the old one will probably be demolished, but... there's not much of anything else over there. I don't think there's a library or a warehouse or anything over there. What could he be doing? Remember this part, I'll be on the test. What, really? Yes, really. Make sure to go back over that part. The class ended. Classroom instantly got noisy. Did they actually make him do the stand bow thing? I haven't seen that in anime in a long time. Then I noticed class was over. Oh no, that's bad. I wasn't listening at all. I accidentally scribbled all over my math notes. Just ended up drawing more boring pictures. While I was looking outside, I was drawing something. That's why everyone says I'm creepy. I never learned, do I? Is she actually saying all this out loud? I didn't see Mamiya-kun walking across the yard anymore after class ended. This is the break period, even for him, I guess. I pushed my math notes into my desk. Won't be able to use my notes to study with all the scribbles on them. Guess I'll have to throw this notebook away and get a new one.
Takashima.
Yeah? Yes? Oh no, it's Megu. Sorry?
高島ってさ、手に入れた?
On what? Akasaka-san gently smiling at me. But her smile was incredibly scary. Tried my best to answer it with a smile of my own.
だからさ、今度、杉宮ライカでインストあるじゃん。それのチケット手に入れた?
Raika? Oh yes, the concert at the CD store. I have one.
そうなんだ。私さ、CD 買いに行くの遅かったからチケット手に入らなかったんだ。
Well, that sucks, Megu. Anyway, bye. Really?
そうだよ。一昨日買いに行ったらもうなかった。
I think there were still tickets. I went there yesterday too.
なかったよ。
But...
見間違いでしょ？私が行った時なかったもん。
Oh yeah.
ああ。なんで高島手に入れたのに?
Yeah. Akasaka. No, Zakuro! Do you want my ticket?
うん、欲しい。
Well, that sucks. Okay, then I'll give it to you. I'll bring it to Mayo.
マジで? それ超嬉しい。
Yeah.
ありがとう。私ら超親友だね。
Hey, don't let Sadoko hear that. Yeah. I hesitated before I responded. Her face looked really scary for a second. But then she started smiling again. I'm probably safe.
トイレ行かね?
No. Oh, sure. She invited me to the bathroom. She's usually in a good mood when she does that. She must be happy about the ticket.
ああ、メグもトイレ? 私らも行く。行くよな、立花も。
Oh, Kimiga?
私? あ、ザクロ。私はザクロ行くんならついていく。
Kimika came along too. Kimika always bullies me, but the truth is, she's really nice. Seems like no one else knows, but Kimika is really kind. She's the kind of strong person who'll never let someone change her mind. Though she is kind of distant. But I don't really get along with Akasaka Megu or Kitami Satoko. So I have to be really careful. I have to be super careful around them.
そしたら私とかにその親父がいきなり声かけてきてさ、3万円でどうかとか聞くわけ。それって超ありえなくない？
What, she was selling like her used Nintendo, what was out, the Wii, yeah. And she's like, what, 30,000 yen for a used Wii? Are you crazy? That's a lot of money. And he asked you if you're a prostitute?
でさ、ムカつくからさ。
Ah. She ignored me and kept talking to Kitami-san instead. Maybe she's annoyed because I said something so stupid. Seems like I stepped on a landmine.
金だけもらってブッチすればいいじゃん。
嫌だよ、キモい。
Yeah, disgusting. I spoke in a quiet voice and agreed with her. I couldn't even tell whether she heard me, and I was sweating.
キモいキモい。
Akasaka-san looked at me. I hurriedly agreed with her.
おっさんとかいきなり話しかけてくるから怖いよ。
怖え怖え。なんかあいつら見境ないから怖いよね。
特攻しすぎなんだよ、おっさんとか。
Yeah.
あのさ、さっきから適当な相槌を打ってるけど、ザクロそんな変態おじさんに話しかけられたことあるの？
え？
何？ザクロ、また適当に合わせてただけなの？
いや、あれだよ。結構高島みたいなのが2にはたまらねえんじゃね
2ってなんだよ。
lol sorry lol
高島とかおっさん受けいいだろ、どう考えても。なんかドドンキーに売ってる変な衣装とか着てくれそうじゃん。メイドとかバニーさんとかさ。
ああ、わかるわかる。コスプレだろ。こすっちゃうやつ。
Did she wear a maid outfit in the Rabbit Hole 1? I don't think she did. She called herself a maid though, right? I'm not just misremembering this.
なんだよ、そのこすっちゃうってのは。
lol
言うんだよ。秋葉系はそう言うんだって。な、立花。
さあ、よくわからないけど。ザクロは聞いたことあるの？
I don't like the way she said Tachibana. She scares me. Yeah. I haven't really heard much about it. What's called cosplay?
そういうんだ。だからザクロとか気ままにこすっちゃったりするの？人前とか自宅で一人とかで？
自宅で相手がいないのに？マジでそれ少し変態入ってないの？
I don't really do anything like that.
しないのかよ。
超ウケる。
I see why it's recommended to do Kimika's route after the main route. Because it feels better like seeing this right after Kimika's speech, you know, where she goes off about it. Let's hear that. This is the part where I'm supposed to laugh. I don't really understand, but I desperately try to make a smile. When she saw that, Kimika laughed at me. Did I mess up again? Here at school, anything I could say can turn into a landmine. I'm always sweating in fear. And of course, silence is just as bad. Stand out even more if I don't say anything. I prayed for the bell to ring soon.
でも漫画とかは描くんだ。
ザクロ、授業中とかも書いてるよね。
No, that's...
何？また夏の秋葉系イベント？
なに？その秋葉系イベントって。立花とか知ってるんだろ？
有明で毎年やってるやつでしょ。オタが集まって、
It's like Comic
なん
Cat?
か何十万人も集まって大変な事態になるんだよ。
I think that's twice a year, isn't it?
マジで？そりゃ集まりすぎだろ。何やってるん
Is
だ
that
よ、
even an
集団
Akiba?
で。
それってやっぱり臭いんだろ？だって秋葉系が大集団になるんだろ？
We're looking this up. Comic Cat. It just says Tokyo, which, you know, doesn't really narrow it down. Oh, Tokyo big site. Where's that? Just Tokyo. Okay.
知らねえよ。でも臭いんだろ。なあ、高島。
Yeah. The sense of smelly guys. Sometimes the women smell too.
なんでそんな臭い奴らが集まるんだよ。集団になって何やんの？
なんかアニメキャラクターのエロ本作って売るみたいだよ。あとアニメのキャラクターになりきったりするんだよ。
This is Scotty trying to get people to shower.
意味不明。だいたいさ、なんで高島はエロ漫画なんて書いてるわけ？
For the record, I'm one of the producers, and that's kind of...
なんかアニメのキャラクターの男同士がエッチするやつ書くみたいだよ。
男同士で？マジ？それ人としてやばくない？
あ、やべえ。もう次の授業の鐘だ。
次の授業ってリーダーじゃね？
English? Yeah, it is.
やべえ。
どうしたの？
今日さ、私役が絶対に当たる日なんだった。
そういえばこの前はさとこの目の前までだったもんね。今日もやってないわけ？
でもザクラも当てる日じゃないの？
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure, but it probably is.
やってきた？
Yeah, I did it, but...
ノート貸してよ。
but...
私さ、推薦狙ってるからマジでやばいのよ。
Well, that sucks.
成績が下がるのさ。
But I gave you my notebook.
コピー取る時間もないしさ、マジで貸してよ。
いいんじゃね。高島授業休めばいいじゃん。気分が悪いって言えば問題ないんじゃない？
そうしてもらえると助かる。ほんとノート必要なんだわ。
Sure.
マジで？
Alright, I'll let you borrow it.
超助かる。私たちちゃんと先生に説明すっからさ。
Is this the day that she meets Takuji? What? Mommy or whatever it was then?
やっぱ持つべきものは友達だよね。
Ah, I can't put them in a bad mood over something small like this. I'll lose my award for 3 years of perfect attendance, but still, compared to what could happen, it's not a big deal. What the heck? So, I guess I have no choice.
本当に優しいんだね、ザクラ。
And I want to call that kindness. Ow! After she said that, she pinched my arm for some reason. She didn't seem all that happy about my decision. I'm skipping class. I stood alone in the hallway. Never skipped class before, so didn't know what to do. I have to go to the school infirmary. That's what I was told. If you feel bad, go rest in the infirmary. Maybe the nurse would see through me if I had faked an illness, since I don't actually feel bad. What should I do? A quiet hallway. It's not really a question of what to do. There isn't anything I can do here. Well, there are a lot of things I could do if I had a notebook and a pencil. Jeez, if only I had something to do. Can't even go to the infirmary. Oh, honestly, I didn't really want to go there in the first place. Not only because the nurse would probably see through me, also since there's no reason to go to the infirmary when I feel perfectly fine. What should I do? I wandered through the hallway alone, lost in thought. Ah. I hid in the bathroom when I saw someone coming. Seriously, there's no way, it's Ida! Was that the name of the teacher? Oh, Shirayama. No, really, it really was. No, seriously now. There you go again, I'm telling you, you should have seen it. I leaned on the door. Those are low lifes. They don't seem like good people. They almost always skip class. That's right, people like that are wandering around. Does that mean I can't leave the bathroom? What should I do? Sitting in the bathroom alone for an hour is kind of... Or maybe, there might be some other place where they won't see me. Someplace the teachers won't find me either. Guess the bathroom really is my only choice. Actually, is Mamiya-kun still skipping class right now? I wonder if Mamiya-kun knows a place where no one will bother him. He went off towards the old pool. Maybe I should go look. After all, I have nothing else to do for the next hour. No one's here. That Mamiya-kun came this way, but I guess he's not here. Maybe he went to class? That might be it. There's no guarantee he skipped class again. Huh? Is that Ash? There's a black spot next to the pool. Right. So he just met with Tomosane. When I looked closer, I noticed that they were